everybody. Welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today in Anime Reaction, we watched the first episode of Alice to Zouroku. If you want to check out our reaction to the first episode of Alice to Zouroku, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comments section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. And don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. So,
Bad Grandpa, the anime. Or Good Grandpa, the anime, I guess.
Good Grandpa.
Opposite of Bad Grandpa.
Yeah, so I guess we'll start off with the CG because that was the biggest thing that I could talk about.
Yeah, Chad's here, by the way. Hi, guys.
Yes.
Everyone hates CG.
I really do. Like, I'm really not a big fan of seeing CG in anime. Like the
It's a gamble.
3D animation.
When done right, you get ufotable most of the time. When done wrong, you get this.
Everyone hates bad
No,
CG.
no. I will be honest. The CG in Alice to Zouroku could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
It was just like the 3D models. I thought were very good, like very detailed.
They just weren't animated realistically.
Yeah, well, especially the cars. The cars.
They just slid along the video track very lazily, I thought.
That one scene where Alice is standing on top of the Tokyo Tower. I think that's what it was.
The building's actually called the Tokyo Skytree. It's a whole new building.
The Tokyo Skytree. But you had this like the camera panned around the top of the skyscraper, and then focused in on Alice. The 2D Alice that was standing there, you could definitely see the framework as her hands kind of like doing. It's almost doing this on the.
It's like leaning.
Yeah, because she's leaning on a thing.
Right.
But because of how it tried to zoom in, the 2D element of Alice was moving back and forth.
Well, that's kind of the same problem I had with Handshakers last season.
Yeah.
Is that the 2D characters didn't work on the 3D backgrounds. But like when they were using the 3D animation here for backgrounds, I thought that it was fine. It really was just the cars that irritated me.
I have one stipulation on what you just said though. The scene where Alice and Zouroku are sitting in the car in the parking lot in the middle of that chase scene, and then they're Zouroku's like, just get out. You push this on a stranger, just get out. During that scene, look in the background of the car. You can see the background still fucking moving. It is so bothersome. Oh.
I didn't notice that.
At least
it looked like the car was still moving, and that's.
It's a good thing you caught that.
Oh wait, no, I know what part you're talking about. Yeah. Basically, he pulls off to the side, comes to a stop, and tells her to get out, and the background is still moving as though the car's driving.
Yeah, I guess that might be easier to hide for a more casual viewer, given like the fast pace of the whole scene. But yeah, it didn't escape the Otaku Saga ban animation radar.
Yeah. We definitely.
Yeah, my biggest gripe with the animation, besides the sort of like laziness of the 3D cars, was kind of with the character design and some of the in-between animations of those characters. They kind of remind me a bit of Madoka Magica, and I'm not exactly the biggest fan of the character designs there. Because for some reason, to me, just the designs kind of make their animations look choppy, almost by default. So, but other than that, though, I mean, it's a relatively small problem because I like this story so much already.
Yeah.
That's actually really interesting because I love the character designs. I really do. I think that we could probably have a little bit more. I can't wait for more variety in character designs. Because we don't really get to see a lot of the extremely decorated, like Alice or the two sisters. Those were nicely decorated characters.
Underrated.
Zouroku's okay in his decoration of character design, and then everybody else is kind of like bland. So we don't really get to see a lot of those.
So you're saying that besides Alice and Zouroku, the rest of the characters so far don't really have like distinctive features or as distinctive features?
Well, I mean, you could tell that the other, what do they call them? Dreams of Alice?
Yeah, the twins.
Well, not just the twins, but also that other kid too.
That
The artist boy.
It reminds me of all right. After L dies in Death Note, who's the detective who replaces him? Matt.
Nero.
Near. That's it. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of him.
But
Cutest
you know,
justice.
they did. I think they did a good job of making those characters unique, and then everybody else is kind of just
Right. Wait.
random person you can find off the street.
Well, I'm not like dogging on like the uniqueness of the designs themselves. I think I'm more approaching like, I guess, kind of like the anatomy, if you will. And for some reason, just when they move, it just makes their movements seem a little choppier. I don't know.
I didn't really notice a problem with it. I do really like the character designs in this.
Okay, then actually, here's one character design I have to harp on. Apparently, Jay Leno is now a mob boss. Because, good God, the chin on that Yakuza leader. Holy fuck, yo.
Shit, not even a Yakuza leader.
You know,
Just that Yakuza
The
guy.
guy was
middle
like
management.
a lieutenant, maybe.
yeah.
Okay. Wait. Sana is fucking cute. I've been using her name. I've been using Alice as her name. Her name is Sana.
Sana, you're right.
She does have a name.
I think the twins are pretty cute too, but
Yeah, the sort of aggressive sibling, passive sibling.
yeah.
I don't think I've I don't
Very
think I've seen that
classic,
since I
twins
rewatched
trope.
Gun X Sword or Gun Sword, depending on how you pronounce it.
Her
Yeah,
name does
Red
Red
have-
Oni,
Oni, Blue
Blue
Oni.
Oni,
Yeah,
yeah.
there we go.
I mean, basically, you get that all the time with twins, especially in anime.
Yeah.
But yeah. So as far as the story goes, it's really reminding me of a non-gore version of like an Elfenlade or a Goku Koku no Brunhilde,
Especially
where
with
you
that,
get somebody who escapes
a
a
research
research facility who has special powers, and that person latches on to somebody who's completely normal, and then has to live with that person for a while. So
Yeah, it's like that, but infinitely more lighthearted, at least from the outset.
yeah. And I'm glad for that because I really like that story setup, but I'm not a huge fan of the gore. So, like for both of those stories that I mentioned, the gore was something that brought it down for me.
I thought the gore was like one of the things that drove Elfenlade. Was just the sheer shock value. But
Oh yeah. Of course you do.
thanks, he trapped Dojin already. Oh boy.
But I
Poor
think
kid.
Artist boy. Yeah, we will forget him by episode 1, 2, whenever they actually get around to introducing.
But I think we can kind of start getting more into the story and the things that we actually like about this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, like the 3D and some of the animations were off, but other than that, I really liked this episode. Like, completely honestly, out of the stuff that we've watched that's gonna be coming out this season. Now, granted, the season did just start yesterday.
Yeah.
This was my favorite first episode.
This is definitely my favorite episode one so far.
I liked it. I liked it even better than
than
Boku no Hero Academia
and Attack on
Attack
Titan.
on Titan.
So yeah, same here, man.
So, yeah, that's the other thing that really draws me to this story is that they didn't use a copy paste harem protagonist or any random 15 to 20-year-old
schoolboy
male.
or college age male.
Yeah,
It's actually a trend I've noticed in a few anime. You take what would normally be just a pure-on cookie-cutter scenario here. You take one vital detail and just change it around so radically that it makes it unique. In this case, instead of the high school, college-age male protagonist, you get Grandpa Zouroku here.
and I do like how he has some mystery to him too.
I wonder.
I think that's something that a lot of series fail to do with the main characters is have any sort of mystery to them.
Yeah, I like one of the things I'm actually looking forward to most now is Zouroku's backstory. What kind of backstory, does a guy have to have? He can stand up to the police, the mafia. He's saying these girls with superpowers literally fall into his life and just, goes all Professor Snape on him with the face grab.
Yeah, and I do have to wonder about the family situation there because Zouroku lives with his granddaughter, but her parents aren't around. So I'm wondering what's going on there too.
Yeah, in the end he's a florist, so maybe he's one of the assassins of Vice Cruz. If anyone's ever seen that anime, it's an anime about 4 assassins who use a flower shop as a cover. So
yeah, it's.
I thought he was a member of the
grandma.
White Lotus.
Badass grandpa.
Pai Mei.
I love him.
He's actually Pai Mei from Kill Bill.
No, I was referencing Avatar: The Last Airbender. Actually.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, there was like a series of kung fu films with a character called Pai Mei who was of the White Lotus school.
Oh,
so that might be a reference to that. Perhaps.
Yeah, in Avatar, the White Lotus is a secret society of old people
with awesome beards, I'm sure.
Some of them. But yeah, basically, I mean, I will stand by what I said. So far, this is the best first episode.
Agreed.
So far.
Well,
we have only gone through 5 of them.
Yeah, that's true. So we've gone through 1/5 of the first episodes that we're going to be watching this season.
First episodes, I thought we had almost 30, so this is like 1/6.
Almost.
We had like 20.
It's kind of like right in between 25 and 30. So.
Just short of 1/6. Yeah.
But yeah, and honestly, it was a 45-minute episode, and it did not feel like it.
It felt like a normal length episode. It
felt like 20 minutes. I was like, yeah, basically it ended, and I was like, wait, that's it?
Yeah, I can say it felt like a normal length episode for me because I enjoyed it. So there you go.
Even despite the fact that we had so many qualms with the animation, and I could probably list off another, just tons and tons of things about the animation, the cars, the cliff face, a ton of other things are just like. Oh my God.
You could spend some time going through a comb, but
at this point, yeah, I mean it's.
Yeah, the story was
the rest of it was really enjoyable.
Yeah, the story covers up the crimes, really.
And I think that's something that it felt shorter than Get No Guardian. Yeah,
it did actually.
It didn't make my stomach turn.
The rain hit the bad 3D at the beginning. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah, do we want to save the oh my God, you're doing security wrong.
Oh,
for just the reaction, because oh my God.
Whenever
occupational hazard.
It is an occupational hazard. Whenever we see anything in anime that's vaguely security related, in this case, them monitoring the surveillance cameras.
Oh man,
the super high tech surveillance cameras. I won't say that the discussion is spoiler free, because it's.
Our channel
we're discussing the episode.
Channel-wide spoiler alert! Come on now. Oh.
Yeah, basically for the episode, no. For the source material, yes. But yeah, so in this episode, there was especially the security cameras, and it was just like
far too clear.
The worst security camera cliches ever. Zoom and enhance.
Right.
The fact that they're far too clear, especially when it's
at night.
Raining at night.
No way.
And the fact that half the time they're using security cameras that are on the highway that was set up by the government. By the way, those are guaranteed made by the lowest bidder.
Because they're bought by the government.
Guaranteed,
yeah.
I like that. There might be some governments who go above and beyond and
I imagine Japan would be one of them.
Premium.
In the city, I can buy it. In the middle of the countryside, I really doubt it.
Now, if all of these were bought and paid for by said research facility, I can kind of believe it a little bit more.
And also, Japan uses average speed cameras as well. So I'd imagine that their highway networks would have higher quality cameras.
But you don't have to
overall.
have a higher quality camera for that.
Yeah, but I have to call bullshit though on any kind of like a commercially available camera being able to distinguish footprints in mud on a dark, stormy night.
Yeah.
Come on, from a distance.
I also want to bring up that woman that was in the van that seemed to be interfering with the company, and also the girl who showed up, who was also a Dream of Alice.
Right, but with the blue gate, they call them? Mm-hmm. Something gates?
Yeah.
Yeah, those two.
Obviously, they're going to come up later.
The Resistance. Or
Yes, we actually, Zero did point out that the giant arm had a wedding ring. And to that, I kind of assumed that the girl who was using the giant arm modeled them after somebody that she knew, and that person had a wedding ring.
Probably Papa.
And beefy arm. Oh, that would be something.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But,
Well, how? Unless that's Senai?
No.
No.
I doubt it.
I mean, she's a similar age and whatnot to similar age and build to Sana. I mean, that could be a situation where I can sort of see that theory holding water. And that'd be a hell of a plot twist. She's part of this resistance organization and Grandpa didn't even know it.
But
oh, that's where you were going with.
Yeah.
I was like,
Dubious
where are
them.
you going?
yeah, dubious the moment they presented an ethereal arm with body hair.
Now, I think you'll like our initial theory and the reaction a bit more. I'll just leave it at that.
Leave some things for our chat to
Right.
go look at.
Right.
But it was rather amusing to see two completely disembodied arms.
Big beefy arm. And yeah, at first it started out with one arm, then it upgraded to two. Can she summon the whole fucking body? Or just the arms?
Da 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 da.
Right?
It's gonna turn out like Magi, the labyrinth of magic with the genie. That's what it reminded me of. When
okay.
we saw like the giant arms and shit, I was like, "Holy shit! It's the genie from Magi, the labyrinth of magic."
You ain't never had a friend like me.
And I
Waiting
wish
for
I
a
could.
floating
Wish I could summon Robin Williams' genie. That'd be awesome.
Really, you had to go
Floating.
there.
If not him, it would have been me. I'm just saying. The touchable penis.
But yeah, were you saying like the girl who ends up saving Sana in that little fight? What might have been
Senai. Zouroku's granddaughter.
I kind of doubt it. I'm very doubtful on that.
Well, like I said, I mean, if that were the case, then she would know Zouroku and model the arms off of him. So I'm saying that could be a scenario where Zero's theory is plausible.
And then somebody in chat brought up the and there goes the chat.
They brought up the floating vagina.
No, somebody brought up the fact that the company didn't put any surveillance on Zouroku after he had contact with Sana. I also kind of don't buy that. I figured that they'd probably at least leave a person watching him for at least 24 hours.
Yeah, he's
If not
involved. He'd
longer.
be a loose end to tie up. Yeah.
Oh, don't do it.
A bathing ape?
don't.
So, yeah, that's kind of something that I don't really believe. But I guess I don't know if you guys had anything else to add.
As we do dirty things that they're not gonna see
Floating.
until they not really.
Yeah,
I loved the rest of this episode was like more cutesy slice of life, getting to know Sana and Zouroku.
that looks like claymation when it's still.
Right?
Oh god!
Like Wallace and Gromit, almost.
I think I just had. I think I just had a stroke.
Yeah, Jojo,
Oh.
I think I'd rather see the bathing ape cornering a lolly.
Let's hope that they don't do a whole lot of car stuff in this anime. Like, I'm glad that Zouroku went and sold his car, because holy shit.
I have a feeling that car's coming back, though. I mean, it's far too distinguishable.
Right.
Yeah, when they were doing the video feed with the teleportation, I at first thought that it was skipping time too, because like it's kind of strange. I think it probably erases part of the video that the teleportation actually occurs in, because if you noticed on the little timer on the side, it didn't skip enough time that it's like, oh, it just stopped time and she walked out.
Right.
It just skipped like a half second.
It warped space-time because that's her ability, as the director of the research facility points out in that board meeting.
I think that it was actually part of what we need to figure out about this, because they like zoomed in on that clock.
Yeah.
And it was like dot. And
Yeah, just
so
like time was displaced by like half a second when she disappeared. Mm-hmm. So like she basically rewrote the universe so that she wasn't in that room.
Yeah.
No, the chat went away a long time ago. TKS, for real.
always late.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How long? When did we start the discussion? That's when it went downstairs.
Adorable.
Boom.
I think I might have found my new profile.
1, 2, 3, multi-kill.
Oh god. I cannot express how excited I am for this series now after watching it.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty good setup, even though that's like, all this episode was just setting up the situation here. Yeah, it's leaving me wanting more. Head bonk of doom. Aw.
Yeah.
So I want that Kanabini though.
I think we should go ahead and wrap this up because I really don't have anything more, I think, to add.
And our chat has gone
south.
Yeah, and our chat has gone south. So let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo. See you next time.
And go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga talks.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu or Koro Sensei to subscribe to Otaku Saga. And if you'd like to help support us, please check out our Patreon.